Hey everybody, my name is Curtis of Guppy's Power Sports in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Get right to the point. I'm going to be doing an unboxing and a first impressions of this knife. It is the LPC by Sniper Bladeworks. It's a folding knife. And when I say a folding knife, it is a nice folding knife. It's made by Sniper Bladeworks. Get a little housekeeping done, set that down. I'm not sponsored by Sniper Bladeworks. They don't know who Curtis Landry is. They don't know who Guppy Power Sports is. They didn't send me the knife. I'm in partnership with RJ Gun Sales in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They let me bring the knife home, do an unboxing, first impressions of the knife, to talk to my subscribers about it, and I'll bring it back to them. They're not paying me for doing that. I'm just gonna give them a plug here on the video. And just to let you know, they're RJ Gun Sales in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 918-251-0862. They have a bunch of these in stock. They have a bunch of the other styles in stock from Sniper Bladeworks. Give them a call if you're looking for a Sniper Bladeworks knife. And if you watch this video, just let them know, hey, I watched Kurt, and that's why I want to get one of these. Anyways, doesn't benefit me any, but it just lets them know that, hey, I am reaching people to help them out. So I appreciate that, guys. But with that being said, I'm real excited about this video. As soon as I seen this knife, I wanted to do a video on this knife. These knives are awesome. Hope you enjoy the video. All right, everybody, let's take a look at this knife. This knife is made by Sniper Bladeworks. It's called the LPC. It stands for Lance's Personal Carry. I'm real excited. I've been excited about these knives since the first time I laid eyes on one. I've been wanting to get one in my hand and do a little review and tell you what I like about it, and maybe if there's something I don't like. So let's jump right into it, take a look at it. This is it. It comes in this Ziploc bag. It's got Lance's signature. Lance is the owner of the company. He's the one who comes up with these great ideas and builds these. It's Sniper Bladeworks. I'm not going to get into the history of all them. A lot of people have done them videos, but this is the LPC. It stands for Lance's Personal Carry. It's a tactical folder, and on the back, that's what the back of the bag looks like that it comes in. It is a Ziploc bag. Pretty interesting. I've never seen a knife be delivered to someone in a Ziploc bag. I've seen them in boxes come to people, and maybe in a piece of cardboard with hard plastic over it. But let's take a look at it. Let's open it up real quick because I don't want to take all day. Let's open it up. I'm going to give you the quick little unboxing. That's how it came. Now this one's been out. This was on display in their shelf there. So let's set this to the side, and it comes wrapped in this, in bubble wrap, and there it is, voila. Let me put this over here. I just don't want to set it down because this is not my knife. I don't want to scratch it or do anything, but I'm telling you right now, there ain't nothing I can do sitting here on my desk that's going to damage this blade. This is a hefty knife, and it is an absolutely gorgeous knife. Look at that. That is super. This is built like a tank. It is awesome. Just open it up, just show you around a little bit before I even start talking about it. It is really a beautiful knife. Let's take a look at this knife right here. I'm used to carrying a big knife. You see this knife right here? This is a Craftsman knife that my stepfather gave me years ago when I was 12 years old. I carried this knife for many of years. Probably easy 16 to 17 years I carried this knife every single day. Then I started getting to a little bit lighter knives, like smaller Benchmades that are light. And recently I've been carrying this. This is a Microtech. But anyways, I digress. Let's get away from that. But so I don't mind heavy knives. I could carry a heavy knife all day long and enjoy carrying it. So I want to take a quick look at this. Let's talk about this thing. Let's talk about what I like about it and if there's anything I don't like about it. First of all, when you grab this in your hand, you feel like you have a very expensive custom knife. You feel like you got a knife in here that is a lot more expensive than what this knife cost. It's got G10 hand grips. They're pretty grippy. They're not the grippiest of grip that I've had, but I believe they put these grooves in here to help with that, and I think it does help with that. I'm a big guy, got pretty big hands, And I'm telling you, this knife fits beautifully in my hand. I mean, I love it. I love the blade on it. I love the thickness of the blade. Run down a quick few things here. It's a frame lock folder. When you carry this knife in your pocket, here's it'll hook on your pocket clip here. It is a tip up. So there's the tip. The tip will be up. So it's a tip up carry. The blade thickness on it is 0.2 thickness, so a little bit under a 1/4 inch thick. And the blade length is 3.5 inches. That's from here to here, 3.5 inches. And I'll show you. I brought a ruler here to show you guys. Let me move this out of the way, just to kind of so you can see how long it is. Kind of give you an idea. That'll give you a few ideas. Just real quick, like I said, it's 3.5 inches from right about here to the tip. I love the tip, man. It's a good stabbing tip. Overall length is a little bit over 8 inches. It's like 8.3 is what it says. It says it weighs 0.475 pounds. I think that's right about 7 ounces. Somewhere in there is where it weighs. Like I said, it's lighter than this knife right here. So as for the heftiness of it and stuff like that, it's not really that heavy for what it is. All right. It is made out of S30V steel. Got the G10 grips on it. And the frame with the clip is all titanium. So this is made out of awesome material. That stainless steel, S30V steel, retains an edge really well. So if you're looking for an edge, a knife that's going to hold an edge for a very long time, this is probably going to be it. This knife is so heavy duty, you could do whatever. I don't think you could damage this knife. That's how heavy duty it is. Let me set this ruler out aside, talk a little bit more about it. I love the grip on it. The grip is so comfortable in my hand. I can't tell you how. Now, I wish the G10 grips had a little bit more grippiness to it. I think that's why they cut these grooves in it. But man, it holds up. Even when you scoot up here, oh my God, I can't explain, guys, how this knife feels in my hand. And I know that's what they got noticed for in knife shows and stuff, was his hand grips, how comfortable they were. This is awesome. This is a very comfortable knife. I like the point on it. I like the fact that the blade's got this long curve on it. That means you get a little bit more cutting edge on it. For a 3-inch, because it's about 3 inches. Actually, the length of the cutting edge from here to the tip is a little bit over 3 inches. So with that longer curve, it gives you a longer cutting edge. I like that. Now, this is an awesome knife. This feels like a high dollar custom knife that you would pay, in my mind, $400 or $500 at least to purchase this knife. I would think that if you went to a custom knife maker and this knife was sitting there and it was their brand, I think you would easily pay maybe $500 for this knife. Because the components, how it's built, how it feels like a high-end custom knife. And I really think it is a custom knife, but they're manufacturing it. And it is awesome. This one is like 325 of 400 is what it says there. I don't know if you guys can read that. I hope so. I don't know. My lighting may not be good. There you go. 325 of 400 there. You can see it. I love the beveling on the knife. There, I cannot point at nothing that stands out to me that says, this knife ain't worth what it sells for. I love the Sniper Bladeworks emblem on there and Lance's signature on there. I like that a lot. Again, I'm used to carrying a big knife. This is a big, solid knife. One thing I'm going to say would be a little criticizing it, but it's not a deal breaker for me saying I would never buy this knife because of this. It's not the easiest knife to flip open with your thumb. I've been practicing, so it's getting easier and easier every time I do it. It's getting easier for me to do it. But when I carry blade up tip, because it's blade up, when I pull it out, I would just grab it like this and just basically let it fall. That's how when I carry this, that's what I would do with it. Now, I'm not going to do no cutting tests, show you how it comes out of the box, because again, this is not my knife. And I wouldn't want to buy a knife from them that's been used. And I'm not going to use this knife at all. I'm just showing it to you and just telling you this is an awesome knife. My first impression of this knife is definitely worth the money. This knife is simply awesome. I think it will outlast anybody's lifetime. That's how well built this knife is. It is a solid, well constructed, beautifully designed, use the right materials, and the cost of it is very, very reasonable for what's in this package. Very reasonable. It feels like a high-end custom knife in your hand, but it feels like a knife that you're not going to be scared to use because it's so solid, it's so tough, it's so rugged that you can put this through the paces. Now, some of the things I like about it, I'm going to go through really quick. I like the length of the blade. I like the long cutting edge. I like that. I love the thickness of it, the heaviness of it. I love it when you get in there. But the thing that really sells me is this. Right here. This right here, the pistol grip. If you see, I'm going to set it in here where you would put a knife and grab it. If you could just see, if you could feel how comfortable this is. I think Lance, somehow or another, got a mold of my hand and made this to fit my hand. That's how comfortable this feels. Even when I scoot up on the blade, it is like it's perfectly designed to fit my hand. It is really, really comfortable. So I could make stabs with it. I could do heavy duty cuts. I could chop with this. I could do anything I want with this knife. And know what's the best thing? I know this knife, after holding it in my hand, will last a lifetime. I think it'll last my lifetime and my kid's lifetime. I think it'll last that long. That's how well this knife is. So would you ask me, Curtis, would you recommend going buy this knife? Absolutely, I would recommend it 100%. There's only one thing here that took me a little bit to get used to, and it is definitely not a deal breaker. And that's just this. Right there. That little thumb lever. I can't take with my hand, and if I do it, I can't just flip over it and roll over it and flip it open. I got to put my finger underneath it and flip it. But it took me a while to get used to it. That's not a deal breaker for me in any shape, form, or fashion. You just learn how to open a knife. But because it is a point up tip, there's a clip, put the clip in, point up. When I pull it out of my pocket, I would pull it out like this, then I would just grab it like that, and it just slides open. So that's definitely not a deal breaker for me. So if you're looking for one of these, give RJ Gun Sales in Tulsa, Oklahoma, call at 918-251-0862. They've got some of these in stock. They got some other models from Sniper Bladeworks in stock. They got quite a few, actually. They'll work you a good deal. And if you're not in Tulsa, I'm sure they can figure out how to get you one to you in your hands. And I'm telling you guys, you're not going to regret ever buying one of these. And that is my final impression, first impression. And I just think this is a knife that you're going to buy. It's going to last you a lifetime. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see future content, hit the subscription button. If you want to know when that content comes out, hit the bell. If you got any comments or questions or concerns, leave them below. To all you photographers out there, get out, take some pictures. To all you power sports guys, get your units out and ride hard, but ride safe. And to all you gun guys, be careful, be safe, follow proper gun laws. And I appreciate you all tuning in. Till next time, bye.